Dad, I think you were lighting up the blogs this week, were you not?
I was lighting up the blogs. You mean like doing a lot of them? Is that kind
Yeah.
of the idea?
Hmm.
Yeah, I would say so. I'd say I did a pretty good job this week on that. Um, we were actually averaging around 70 downloads a week on our blogs. I just checked it before this particular podcast, and right now we have it up to about 126, I think it was. So we're pushing close to 130 for the last 7 days. So that's nothing really like monumental, but considering that we just started this in July, well, actually the end of July, I'd say maybe the 1st of August. Yeah, that's pretty good. I feel pretty good with the progress.
Yeah, so that type, just speak briefly on that. That's a certain mentality that not everybody has, and it sometimes has to be cultivated. Maybe some people have it, like Dad, you probably just are wired like that, but sometimes it has to be cultivated because a lot of times people will say start a blog, start a YouTube channel, start a website business, whatever they're starting, and they'll be putting in some good efforts, but then they'll see minimal results in terms of sales, in terms of views, likes, comments,
Mhm.
all these sorts of metrics. And then they look at that in comparison to other channels, and then they go, okay, look how many they have, and look how few I have.
Sure.
Hold
Therefore,
on,
I am
hold on,
unsuccessful.
hold
Huh?
on. Sorry, Dust. Dave, stop bringing Dustin to the forefront. It literally keeps freezing him.
No, it's not because no, it's not because I'm bringing him to the forefront. It's because he's lagging. He's, he's
I don't know
lagging.
why.
You'll be talking like this. David brings you to the forefront, then all of a sudden you're frozen. Then he brings you back. He just keeps
Okay,
doing
well,
it.
just on this episode, leave me out of the big picture, and then just you guys can do that. Just see if it works.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, well, anyway, yeah, so they're measuring their self in comparison to other people, and having somewhat of an unrealistic expectation of how long it takes. So my point being is that, Dad, like you're like, hey, I'm kind of just getting started on this thing. I'm at 70, and then I got up to 100 something, and you're like, hey, that's pretty good for this being a new thing, and I'm seeing progress going up. So I think that that's important, is to kind of measure yourself against yourself. And even in the early days, it's like in the big scheme, it's not a big deal, but it's a huge deal because eventually you're going to get there, just like our YouTube channel, just like our business, just like anything else. It's day by
Sure.
day. You just keep doing the efforts and you go up over time. So that's why you got to like start and stick with it, stay
Yeah,
with
that's
it, and
right.
then improve over time and all that. And don't get so caught up in the small, short lip. My number isn't a million or whatever it is, because you'll just quit.
No, the thing is, the truth of the matter is, I don't compare what I'm doing here to anybody else. I really don't look at anything. Zero. I just focus on what I'm doing. And then the measurements that I look at are how many total downloads that we have, which we're approaching 1,000, and then what my 7-day running total is, where I'm averaging, how many downloads am I averaging every 7 days.
Yeah.
And so I want both of those numbers to rise. And the only way that I can really do that is to continue to produce, content that people will want uh, to read or listen to.
Exactly. And that's just the uncomfortable truth, that it's like there's no secret, there's no magic. It's
No,
just
no,
that grind. Yes, there's ways that you can like improve over time and
of
optimize
course.
and all that, but
Sure.
that's just a tactic, or just something that might expedite the process. Like Daff, she started that YouTube channel that she has like 2 months ago,
Yeah.
and has like 100. I think it's like 150 subscribers. She's like, oh, I only have 150 subscribers. I'm like, 150
Yeah.
subscribers? You have
Yeah,
150
that's
subscribers?
what I'm saying. It's like people
And
are
she
looking.
thinks that that's not a lot. I'm like, no, that's tons. Like you're getting them every single day. Like
Hmm.
this channel has like 5. It's
Hmm.
like nothing. And
Hmm.
so, but like 150 in that period, it's like amazing. So,
Sure.
but
Sure.
people don't see it like that. Not everyone sees it like that. It's like you have to
Well,
switch your
think
mindset.
think about 150. So if you think about like a movie theater, I don't know how many that seats, but like 50 to 100 maybe. So
This is what people don't see.
you gotta imagine, you like with her food content, you have 100 to 150 people watching your movie.
Yeah.
Like you filled out like one movie theater
That
of
she
people.
randomly just was like, one day, hey, I'm gonna just do, I'm finally gonna do the YouTube thing or finally do the Instagram thing or whatever, and then just keep kind of get the lighting, get your little camera, your phone out, and actually, okay, download the YouTube creator and whatever, do the little process to get started, and then just start. You record the thing, you start editing your own video, whatever, you post it, and you just do that process, often, and then that's the result. It's like, yep, you're gonna get to 1,000. It's just a matter of time. Then you get monetized, and then you're just there, off and running. There you go. Now you're monetized. Now maybe more people see you. Now all of a sudden, those people try to hit you up to be an influencer and all this stuff. It starts happening. All the stuff starts happening, but it starts with you. So like Dad, with yours, it just starts with you. You do all that, and then later that other stuff will start coming because people see you and they see an opportunity, an audience, all that kind of thing.
Yeah, I really don't think too much about all of that stuff. Honestly, it's just a daily grind. You just think, okay, well, what am I going to write about today? And when you have your topic, organize your thoughts, and then just start. I mean, that's the biggest thing is start. Just put something down, and then over the course of time, your whatever it is that you're creating, it'll always get better over the course of time because you'll learn as to what's better. I know when even as such a short period of time that I've been doing this, when I look back on the original stuff and what I'm doing today, I can already see improvement, just like with our videos, same thing.
Oh man, the old blogs, Dad. Remember those ones?
How can I forget?
Oh my gosh, I think I deleted that too, didn't I?
Oh, I think you pretty much got rid of most all of that stuff. Yeah.
Oh no, I mean we were so inconsistent. We didn't know what we were doing. We weren't looking up keyword research on actually what people are searching for. We're literally just making up graphics that it's all over the map. There is no consistency in branding and what you're writing about, topics you write about. I mean, it was like the Wild West, and each blog had its own character. It was like one, we have Harry Potter on it. The next one, you had a hot dog with mustard on it, talking about wireless range. I don't know what it was, but it's just crazy. From what we found, the best way to learn is just jump in the water. And then you're like, over time, like, oh, wow, that was really bad. I need to keep doing it, but start improving or find out what other people are doing to make this thing successful. And for the longest time, what did our blog or website produce? Dave, it was maybe like 100 visitors a month, if we were lucky.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot.
Depends how far you go back, but even like 2 years, I think we had almost no traction, like nothing. Very close to nothing as far as website online presence.
Yeah, so just take out YouTube, take out video content, any of that. Just the blog alone, our website would get like 100 viewers, just no people. Basically, no one's coming to the website. So we were always looking at like, okay, is this blog thing? Do you just write stuff and then Google puts you to the first page? You get people contacting you constantly, like, we'll get you to the top of the Google, we'll get you to the top of Google. And they keep saying that. You have 5,000 people hitting you up saying that.
Sure.
Guess what? They never get you to the top of Google. You know what got us to the top of Google? Staying consistent, looking up keyword research of stuff that people want to know about that would help them, and then sticking with it and doubling down on the content, putting out as much as you possibly can.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree. And just for clarity, the numbers you're talking about is our audio blog podcast, where we take the written content that we've done as far as the blog goes, and that's something you would Google search, like best wireless headset, for example. You do a blog on the 5 best wireless headsets, full write-up, you have all the pictures, got all the stuff, conversion strategies. What you're referencing is we actually now read that and post that as an audio blog / podcast, whatever you want to call it, We call it the business tech reviews. So you're talking about the number of downloads that people are listening to blogs.
I was talking about our blog in general at first. Blog in general, no people. Now, okay, now the same thing. Dad's like, okay, let's do an audio blog of the headset content because we came across a website that had a thing that you could actually listen to the blog. I really like that because a lot of times I don't want to skim through the whole entire blog. I'd rather listen to it. So Dad's like, okay, cool. I'm going to be the audio podcast guy. Now, when we make a blog, Dad puts an audio blog to it, and you can just see with the consistencies, the numbers just keep going up. Mm-hmm. And it's not like rocket science or anything. It's providing helpful content in the way that people want to watch, read, or listen to it. Whatever, we're giving it to them all. So video, audio, and written form.
Hey everyone, thanks a lot for joining us on this clip of the We Blowing Up podcast as me and my family are on the pursuit of blowing up our small family business and taking you along for the ride. Now, if you want to see the full episode, check that out right up here. Otherwise, check out another clip of here and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on future episodes and clips.